Hey, this is Stuart Ross, co-founder of the Figure Mentors and Digital Experts Academy. You know, one of the most common questions that I get is, what is it that motivates us as a company and a community to take our message to market and help people to make a transition? And the transition that I'm talking about is from the traditional economy, or the old way of doing things, into this new digital economy. And without a doubt, you know, I could sit here all day with many, many different reasons that inspires us and motivates us to do what we do. But if I had to pick one, it really would be a case of that we've come to realize that not only is it important for us to help people make this transition, it's becoming, for many, many people, essential. With these big businesses going bankrupt, with people losing their jobs, with sole traders struggling to keep their doors open, with specialists running out of clients due to the downturn. We're hearing every day of people that are really, really struggling just to keep their head above water. And with the cost of living going up, you know, and a number of other factors that are going on right now, it's very, very difficult out there. And I find it quite difficult sometimes to realize that there's kind of this, almost two communities of people. You've got the people that are struggling and, really having to fight to keep their head above water, and you've got these other communities of people in the digital economy who are thriving and doing better than what they ever have done before or ever believed would be possible for themselves. In fact, I'm included within that category. And you know, the message that I feel is so important from us as a company is that, you know, we've witnessed over the last few years people from all different ages and all different backgrounds with absolutely no internet experience or no technical skills make that transition and not only keep their head above water, but go on to be, as I said, more successful than what they ever believed would be possible for them. And you know, the other thing I have to point out is that, you know, we live in an age today which is awesome, and the reason being is there never has been a time I believe like we have now, with the potential that we have right now, because you know, you can get started in business for yourself on a shoestring budget. You can be in business literally tomorrow, selling other people's products as an affiliate or as an associate, and start collecting checks in the post or commissions into your PayPal account. And you don't have to worry about customer support. You don't have to worry about building teams of people or staff. You don't have to worry about investing tens or hundreds of thousands into starting a traditional business. And you can do it, you know, part-time around your job until you're earning enough money to replace your income. And as a result of that, you become self-sufficient and can provide a lot more security for your family. So there's a few things there anyway to think about. But what I want to do is actually jump onto the whiteboard downstairs and share with you I suppose a bit of a presentation to explain more about this transition that's happening and why you're in the right place at the right time watching this video. So let's go downstairs and we'll get started. Okay, so like I said, there's this transition that's happening right now, and over the last 5 years I've been lucky enough to witness and observe thousands of people from all over the world make this transition from this traditional economy into this digital economy, or another way of looking at it is this old beaten up economy into this new exciting thriving economy. And the thing that excites me most about it is since we set up our business, myself and my business partner Jay, and we created this private community, the Figure Mentors and Digital Experts Academy, we've been lucky enough to observe people from all different walks of life, from all different backgrounds, from all different ages, from all over the world make this transition. And it's our objective, it's our goal to constantly keep improving what we're doing, to make it easier and easier and quicker for people to make this transition. So what I want to do now is I want to explain the way that I see it through my lens, the way I see the world right now. So the first thing is I'm going to break the categories of people into 4 different categories. And over here, I'm going to write traditional economy. And this side, I'm going to write digital economy. Now, the first category of people that I want to talk about are the category of people that are most common, I would say, and that is the employee. Now, in my honest opinion, being an employee in 2013 is not the best position to be in, and I want to explain a few reasons why. First of all, big businesses are going bankrupt right now. It's getting tougher out there. Every day and every week we're hearing in the newspapers and on the news the next big company to have been sucked into this new struggling economy, and people are being laid off or made redundant and losing their jobs. But also machines are replacing people. You only have to walk into your local supermarket and there's now self-checkout. You don't even necessarily need to swipe your food through a person anymore. Other examples are in factories, whereas it may have been 5 people to build a car as an example, now it may be just one person operating machine. And we're hearing about it all the time, people being replaced by machines and technology in this digital age. The other thing is there's very, very little leverage as an employee. Something I'm going to talk about more in a minute. The next category of people I want to talk about is S, sole trader or specialist, or somebody who works for themselves. Now these people tend to have it a little bit better off than an employee because they can't get fired. They're working for themselves. But I have to tell you again, there's very little leverage, and a lot of sole traders in the traditional economy specifically are really, really struggling right now with online competition, with more and more competition propping up, trying to compete on prices. People are lowering and lowering their prices just to survive in this struggling economy right now. So these two categories of people are very, very common. It's certainly expected for many people to go to university or go to college and get their grades and become an employee and get a safe, secure job and benefits, or be a sole trader. And I understand that system did work, but in my opinion, for most, it's now broken. Now, on this side, I want to talk about the digital economy, and the first thing I want to talk about is D. And that stands for digital expert or digital entrepreneur. And the transition that I personally made was from an employee to a digital expert or a digital entrepreneur back in 2008. And the thing that really got me excited is the potential. I understood the leverage behind being a digital expert. And the fascinating thing is it's not that difficult. Once you learn a few business principles in the new digital age, it's far easier to get started online than it ever was in the past to create your own business. A lot of these new rich that are coming out of the digital economy didn't get started with a silver spoon in their mouth, didn't have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands to start a business, yet they've been able to scale and build businesses very, very quickly. In fact, myself, in my very first year, I went on to build a multiple 6-figure income and quit my job within 6 months of actually deciding to make that migration. Now, the next category of people I want to talk about are publishers. And publishing online or publishing or product owners or creators is an incredibly exciting part of the digital economy because there's just so much leverage behind it. And the type of people that are in this category are actually creating, whether it be software or products or information products or companies in this new digital economy, and they're able to scale and grow their businesses at warp speed because of the internet and because of global presence and everything else. Now, the great thing is that what most people do in this category is they become a digital expert. They move across, get the expertise, get these new principles, get these new understandings, and then start to create their own products or start to publish their own information. And it's kind of like a bit of a double whammy. They get more and more successful, more and more leverage, and it's exactly what's happened with me in my businesses. Now, there's a few other things that I want to point out. First of all, these people tend to have a lot more freedom, okay? Now, when I say freedom, there's a couple of things that I'm talking about. First of all is obviously financial freedom. More and more people migrating into the digital economy are making way more money than what they were in their traditional economy, in their jobs or as a self-employed specialist. And they're able to scale their businesses because of the online world. The other thing is we're talking about geographical freedom. I can run my business from anywhere in the world as long as I have my laptop and an internet connection. So I have the freedom to work when I want and where I want. And the other thing I want to talk about is time freedom. In 2009, my second year online, on average, I was working 1, 2, maybe 3 hours a day at the most. I was making a multiple 6-figure income. I was traveling the world. So I had financial freedom, time freedom, and the flexibility to be wherever I wanted. Pure freedom like we've never seen before. Now, in a nutshell, for most people in this category, they have no freedom. Due to the lack of leverage, the struggling economies and everything else, that often salaries aren't that great, often sole traders are having to compete on prices and they're not able to net the margins that they may have done in the past. And quite honestly, because of the lack of leverage, it's not the particularly exciting economy to be in. Another thing that you don't get typically as an employee is geographical freedom. You have to trade your time for money. So you have to turn up, you have to have an alarm clock, get to work, commute, show up, and if you don't show up, you don't get paid. There's no leverage. One of the other freedom factors of being a digital expert is you're using tools and technology to work for you. A prime example, one of the first principles that we teach online is leveraging technology to do selling for you. People on this side are often still cold calling or trying to do the hard sell approach. Well, that doesn't work. People that want to buy something now go online, they research and they make an informed decision on what they want to buy. Yet some of these people in this category are phoning hundreds and hundreds of people a day, while this chap is sat on the beach while his website's tools and technology are selling for him, using automation and technology to do the sorting and sifting. A lot of people say to me, well, how can technology find customers? Well, the simple answer is it sorts and sifts. Rather than speaking to people one by one, what you're doing is you're putting people through various different channels, you're educating and helping them, and you're making a buyer experience far more pleasant as a digital expert as well than what you would be trying to hunt or chase or close customers with the traditional ways. So in a nutshell, what you can see is the two different categories. Very, very little leverage over this side, lots and lots of leverage this side. Very little time freedom for most people on this side, lots and lots of time freedom over this side should you wish. On this side, again, very, very little geographical freedom. You're tied to one place, commuting and stuck in one area. This side, again, you can have complete flexibility to work where you want. In fact, we have a team of over 12 people all over the world who run our business on a day-to-day basis, and it's all done through the internet and virtually. Amazing, amazing place to be. So it's my recommendation that anybody who's watching this video who is serious, that thinks that they want to move across from this traditional economy into this new digital economy, should absolutely start to gain these new fundamental skills. Like I said earlier, we're seeing people from all different walks of life, all different ages, from all over the world make this transition. There really is no excuse for you not to do it, unless, of course, you're not motivated to move across. Now, all I have to say is that if you've been following us here at the Six Figure Mentors and Digital Experts Academy, your next step would be to complete your application and find out more what we can do for you in terms of helping you coach, train, mentor, and teach you to make this transition. Thanks for coming through to watch this video. This is Stuart Ross, co-founder of the Six Figure Mentors and Digital Experts Academy. Over and out for now.
Hi, Steve Greenhalgh here. I'm just at the first DEA Gold event in Reading in London. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's the best thing I've ever been to. It's worth twice what I paid. It really is phenomenal value. I could go home now and it's been worth every penny.
Hi, my name is Dave Monteith. I flew in for the weekend from Anchorage, Alaska, and I'd like to let you know that the DEA Gold event, the first ever one, was an amazing event. I don't think I could have gotten the materials, the training, or the connections that I got this weekend anywhere else. I would encourage anyone considering the DEA to go for it, no matter where you have to go to get the training.
Hi, I'm Leslie Taylor, and my background is that I won a scholarship to Stanford years ago, so I have a PhD in education and training. I've been married 29 years, I've got 7 kids, I've worked for startup companies in Silicon Valley, and I've also worked for corporates like Hewlett-Packard. More recently, I decided to run my own business, and that's where the fun really began to begin, because I found it very difficult to find any good business advice. However, recently, just weeks ago, I discovered Six Figure Mentors, and I found this community to be absolutely fabulous. Firstly, it's founded by men of integrity, men and women of integrity, and for that I'm really delighted. And secondly, these people give a platform, offer an educational platform from which, in which I'm given a step-by-step how-to for setting up my own business, including internet marketing.
Hi, my name's Chris Tobias. I'm here in London today. I've come all the way from Australia to attend the Six Figure Mentors Momentum Day. It's been a fantastic day with lots and lots of great products and lots of great value. I just wanted to let everybody know the thing that I really love about the Six Figure Mentors is I tell people all the time that you would never go and fly a plane if you didn't have training. So why would you try to make money online unless you were trained in that area, trained in marketing, trained in how to create traffic, trained in how to build websites? You would never do it. So the Six Figure Mentors is a tool. People need to understand it's a tool that you can use to build your own online business. And it's exactly that. You're building an online business for yourself and for your family to own and run. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Neeraj Naker, also known as Nij. I joined with Stuart Ross about 1.5 years ago because I actually was plunged into having to work from home. I actually got a chronic illness and left me housebound, and I was desperate for learning how to make money online. I had already started to create a little business based around my passion at that time. I really needed some help. I needed a mentor to really take me to the next level, and thankfully I found Stuart, and he gave me a few tips which actually really took my business to the next level, and within a few months I was making around 10k a month.
Now, this is a very special message to Stuart Ross and his team. Just wanted to say a personal thank you for his help and support with the system that he's building in the SFM. He's really helping people to change their lives. James and I, my brother, I'm a business partner. We joined the SFM just over 1 year ago. When we first got started, we were looking to just really pinch ideas. We wanted to set up our own membership site. We wanted to get all the training so we could be the guru and the celebrity. But after a short time, we realised that that was failing. We had to make decisions fast to make some money online. We'd just closed our offline businesses and we were very close to bankruptcy from that business. I even actually moved back into my mum's back bedroom that I'd lived in 25 years before, so it was a bit of a come down and we had to take massive action. The minute we started to align with Stuart and use his celebrity status and just plug into the system and just get marketing and let the sales funnel do all the selling for us, life has been very, very different. We've now got a full-time home-based business between us, and we've actually got 2 or 3 online businesses.
I joined the SFM right at the outset, actually. I previously had tried online marketing with mixed success, and I suppose mixed success is code for I made a bit of money and then lost it all and more. So I knew that money could be earned on the internet, and I'd tried several things. I'd lost a lot of money, but as I say, I knew that money could be earned. And I was looking for a system, somebody to teach me, a system and somebody to teach me how to do this properly and how to make my living eventually full-time on the internet. So what sort of results have I had? Well, if I tell you that over the years we spent tens of thousands in learning how to market online, and to be honest, we didn't really learn how to market online. We learned what probably had worked several years prior to that. But in the short time that we've been with the SFM, we have developed a list of subscribers far in excess of anything that we'd done in the years before. And that is from simple strategies taught to us clearly and concisely by following through the SFM system. Now, what that's done is it has freed us up, and the stress levels from my own life have just melted away. And so if anybody is working in the corporate field at the moment where they're thinking, I just want to get out of this, I want to start living my own life, living the life that I'm supposed to do rather than other people are telling me that I have to do, then if you considered for one moment that the internet may be a way of doing that, look no further than the SFM, because you need to learn how to do this properly, and the SFM will show you exactly that.
In fact, Chris and Susan, can you come up? Put you on the spot. Chris, what's your background?
What's my background? I'm an accountant by profession, and Susan and I have been working as management consultants to small businesses for, I don't know, 1985 I started my first business, and I think Susan's the same, so we've been working a long time. I think one thing it is fair to say, though, standing up here, is that yesterday and today you've been seeing people who are all in their 20s, maybe early 30s. We're a bit different to that. So we've sort of come to this internet marketing business a little bit later in life than most people.
Absolutely, and Stuart here quite honestly says, you know, they're young guys doing all of this, and we have 5 children between us, but actually we have a 6th now, because Stuart quite honestly said on a video that we shot very recently that Chris and I are like his parents, and it sort of made us realise that we have a unique opportunity at our age now to be putting something back into the world, but we're learning from these guys. And you have to take that on board. They know what they're talking about. And Stuart is just the most brilliant mentor for us, so thank you.
Thank you. I mean, absolutely. I mean, just to finish off though, I mean, we are very successful in the things that we've done historically, and, you know, we've worked very hard, 7 days a week, 14, 15 hours a day, and it's achieved a lot for us. Our biggest problem that we realised, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months ago, was that we've got some lovely places we can go, lovely places we'd like to travel to, but we had no time. You know, we've got a ski chalet in France. I'm not saying that to boast or anything, but it's, we got a ski chalet in France, and we would get there to go skiing 4 days in the season.
Which is rubbish.
Which is absolute rubbish. So we needed to create time, and that's what we did. We decided in February and March, we came to a big decision. And that big decision was we would give up a client contract that we had that was worth to us £150,000 a year. We stopped, and we became full-time internet marketers. That's what we've done. Stuart has shown you a model up there, his 144k a year model. Okay? Our objective, and we are very well on the way to doing it now, is to do that in 6 months. And believe us,
we'll do it.
It'll happen.
We've said it in front of all of you.
Great stuff.
So, Stuart,
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, son.
No problem at all.
Hi, my name's Danny Scarhill, and I'm at the Six Figure Mentors seminar in London today. What I love most about the Six Figure Mentors is the fact that it's got a community. What I mean by community, you can go in and ask a question, get your question answered really quickly. It's fantastic. There's always somebody to help you with your most burning question. I've been in and around internet marketing for around about 4 years now. I so wish that this sort of community and this sort of setup was available then, because if it was, it would have speeded up my success rate in internet marketing. Anybody who's interested in creating a life of freedom and choices and just a successful life really needs to be in the Six Figure Mentors. So if you're thinking about it, stop thinking and just do it. Thank you.